Two Brazilian men are found dead, both wearing lead masks covering their eyes, matching suits, and a cryptic message regarding ingesting capsules. This is the bizarre, unsolved story of the lead masks case that has some thinking extraterrestrial aliens were involved. Hey guys, welcome back to Season 3 of Grimworld. Today, we're going to dive into a riddled piece of mystery that still captivates people today. The case of the lead masks takes place all the way back to 1966. We have arrived in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Have you ever heard of the mystery of the lead masks? Pronounced in Portuguese as Mistério das Máscaras da Chumbo. Mystery of the lead masks involves a mysterious twist in events involving the death of two Brazilian electronic technicians, last seen by their families on August 17, 1966. Manoel Pereira da Cruz and Miguel José Viana bodies were found on August 20, 1966. The odd thing is that it couldn't get any grimmer. The cause of their deaths has never actually been determined. The events are as follows. It was a pleasant afternoon in the month of August 1966. A young boy was flying a kite in Rio when he came across the dead bodies of the two men. The boy immediately reported his findings to authorities. On the top of a huge hill, police and firefighters eventually made it to the scene of the dead bodies an entire day after the report was made. The bodies were lying next to each other, somewhat covered in tall grass. The peculiar part was that each body was wearing a formal suit, a mask for their eyes made out of lead, and a coat which was waterproof. The authorities did not find any clues of a struggle or major trauma for that matter. Next to the dead men, there was an empty water bottle and two wet towels in a packet. In addition, a small notebook was found with cryptic instructions reading 1630, be at the specified location. 1830, ingest capsules. After the effect, protect metals, await for signal mask. The deceased electronic technicians Manoel Pereira da Cruz and Miguel José Viana were from Campos dos Goytacazes, which is a handful of miles northeast of Rio de Janeiro. As part of the investigation, police also constructed possible narratives regarding the deceased men's mysterious last days.
There was no question whatsoever that this was a figment of the imagination.
August 17, 1966, Cruz and Viana left Campos Goytacazes to go acquire items for work. The men were thought to have boarded the bus to Niterói and perhaps arrived at about 2:30 p.m. Evidence shows that their waterproof coats were purchased there at a shop. The one bottle of water was thought to have been purchased at a local bar. The waitress at the bar described Miguel as a very nervous man who was frequently checking his watch. That is the last time they are thought to be seen alive. From the bar, they migrated to the place where they were ultimately discovered dead. According to MiguelGagula.com, some witnesses later claimed to have seen them enter the area with another man who vanished. Others recalled strange lights over Morro do Vintém the night they died. A boy said he saw a bluish light in the sky, hovering where the bodies were found. But nothing was ever proven. No other body ever surfaced, and no trace of the capsules remained. On the scene and at the autopsy, no signs of obvious injuries were ever found. However, there was a delay in the autopsy, so when the autopsy finally took place, the internal organs of Manoel and Miguel were too badly decomposed for any type of testing that could have been useful. No testing for toxic materials was ever carried out in this case.
We know that certain elements do change. They are naturally radioactive. This means that they give off a stream of energy in the form of powerful rays or particles.
Multiple theories exist regarding the case of the lead-masked men. People have mentioned UFOs, foul play, and even a testimony from a friend of the men that said they were members of scientific spiritualists. The idea that they were scientific spiritualists suggests that they were attempting to contact extraterrestrials and/or spirits with the aid of psychedelic drugs. The men wore the lead eye masks with the intention of being prepared for when the blinding white light emerged from the aliens. Their eyes would be shielded and protected. Shortly after, the two men overdosed on the psychedelic drugs they took simultaneously. The diary entry in the notebook found in the scene, mask-making materials, and literature mentioning spirits was all found at the homes of Manoel and Miguel. According to SkywoodRecovery.com, who referenced Alyssa Peckham of Medical News Today, states, although an overdose of LSD is unlikely, this doesn't mean LSD is safe. It can impact a person's health and life. LSD, lysergic acid diethylamide, or acid, is a psychedelic hallucinogen. It takes a user on a trip, lasting up to 12 hours or more. It has dangerous interactions with antidepressants and lithium. Overdose deaths on LSD alone are essentially non-existent, since a person would need to take 100 to 200 doses at one time to reach a fatal level of the drug. Despite this, LSD is unquestionably one of the most powerful recreational drugs. Its effects can lead to scary, dangerous, and even deadly situations.
LSD is administered twice over a 26-day period. The body of me slowly dissolving.
These unusual circumstances of their very unfortunate deaths have never been fully explained and have remained a mystery that has left the grim world in shock. With no toxicology reports conducted, no signs of violence or harm, many still question exactly what substances they ingested before their deaths. With their backgrounds in technology, some believe that they could have been conducting experiments with radiation and electronics. Most evidence points to spiritual and paranormal momentum they undertook. In the 1960s, Brazil showcased a strong interest in UFO and like phenomenon related, including metaphysical practices. What the f*** happened to the two Brazilian men from 59 years ago? I still have more questions than answers. Will the lead masks case ever get solved? It is one of Brazil's biggest mysteries. The combination of true crime and captivation continues to be explored. The matching attire of the two men, their equipment, and cryptic notes have my imagination running wild.
I don't know if they were tripping or not, but they were sure a great mess from the strychnine.
Are there any theories you would like to include? Thanks for listening to the story of the lead masks case. Please subscribe if you made it this far, and be sure to check out our Spotify. I'm out.